Hi, I'm Shikin. Welcome back to our channel. Last episode, we have explained about why we should do mud crab farming. If you haven't watched the previous episode, you can find the link at the description. In this episode, I'm going to talk on the biology of mud crab. This is Zarif, my colleague, and he will be showing you the crab today.
Mud crab consists of 4 species which are: first, Scylla transquebarica. This species is commonly wrong to identify as Scylla serrata. Their claws are usually dark brown or purple-violet in color. Scylla transquebarica is commonly found in India, Malaysia, Indonesia and Philippines. In our system, this species will dominate the inventory. Second, Scylla paramomasine, which is the commonly known as the green mud crab. They are commonly found in Vietnam, Cambodia, China, Malaysia and Indonesia. You can see that the color of their shells is brighter. Third, Scylla olivacea. It is easy to identify from their red color claw, commonly found in Malaysia, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia and Philippines. This species can easily be identified by their orange to red claw color. Fourth, Scylla serrata species, and also known as the giant mud crab or the Sri Lankan crabs. Scylla serrata is found in Australia, Sri Lanka, Philippines and Indonesia. This species is shown by their bluish claw, but using color to identify this species is not recommended. Usually, we identify this species by looking at the pattern at their legs. However, did you know that each species can grow different in size? For Scylla serrata, they can grow bigger than 1 kilo in size. For Scylla olivacea, they do not seem to grow beyond 800 grams. For Scylla transquebarica, they can grow up to 1 kilo in size. For Scylla paramomasine, they can only go up to 600 till 700 grams. Previously, in our inventory, the largest mud crab recorded was for Scylla serrata, which the weight was 1.3 kilo.
Moving on to the cannibalism part of mud crab. Cannibalism has an impact on the stocking density. High stocking density can lower the survival rate due to cannibalism. The higher the density, the higher the cannibalism was observed. Generally, immediately after molting, the crab is vulnerable to cannibalism. Due to the softness of their body, crabs are easily being attacked by other crabs. Sudden death of crab was also observed due to their inability to molting, or we call it as molting failure. Unsuccessful molting and cannibalistic nature of mud crab were the major cause of low survival.
Moving to the sexing of the crabs and price variation. As for juveniles, male and female mud crab are difficult to identify, but when they mature, the difference is the abdominal flap of female is much broader than male and become heavily pigmented when the female reach maturity. The other difference is the size of the male claw is bigger compared to the female. Scylla serrata is prized for its beak and sweetness in their meat. It can fetch a premium of $6 to $7 extra for these qualities in region Singapore, Hong Kong and Malaysia. In overall, the B2C price varies according to the size. For 100 to 200 gram is 60 ringgit. 300 to 400 gram is 70 ringgit and 500 to 600 gram is 90 ringgit. Now, we will demonstrate how to differentiate water crab and meat crab. For those who are not familiar with our channel, water crab is the crab that has less or almost empty meat in their shell. The difference between water and meat crab can be identified by pressing the crab shell. For females, press both the upper top of the shell near the eyes, and if it is flexible enough to move inward, it is water crab. For male, press both the bottom center parts of the shell near the legs, joint, and if it's flexible to move inward, it is water crab. But if both male and female cannot flexibly be pressed, they are meat crabs.
If you plan to conduct mud crab farming, you will need to understand what are the feeding preferences of the mud crab. You can feed them with trash fish. Trash fish is commonly used throughout India, Bangladesh, Philippines, and etc. Depending on the size of the crab, the fish are processed and cut into smaller pieces and fed to the crab. In our farm, we use a machine to cut our fish. As you can see, blood from the fish acts as an attractant to the crab, and crabs rely heavily on chemoreception that detect changes in water chemistry. Most farm operators prefer trash fish for reasons associated with availability and cost. Some people said that when the crab is dead, it cannot be eaten as it will release toxin into the body. Crabs are usually consumed alive, but when they are dead, they still can be consumed with the correct way of storing within a certain time frame. Sometimes, when farm operator observe a weak crab, the first step is to immediately remove the crab from the system and store inside the freezer. If the crab are stored properly, it is okay, just like chicken or beef, which need to refrigerated after slaughtering. In conclusion, the biology of mud crabs, such as their species background, origin, sex, behavior, is related to the marketing price itself. Hence, having a deeper knowledge of the biology of mud crab can be a good reason to start up a business. In the next episode, we will be discussing on why RAS vertical farming was introduced. If you have any question, do drop in the comment section. We also provided a link to download an ebook which you can download it for more information on mud crab vertical farming. Don't forget to subscribe, and we hope to see you in the next episode.